Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. What's up with y'all? Today we will be doing an advanced flow. We're going to be working on strengthening our body, also working on balance and flexibility. So if you guys are ready for that, go ahead and meet me in a kneeling position while we work on our wrist. That's going to be the first thing we do. Just going to do a little bit of some wrist work, nothing too much. So go ahead and meet me in a kneeling position facing the front of your mat. Alrighty. So here we go, down into our kneeling position, facing the front. Y'all, tell me what's the spider web on me. Oh my God. I cannot with the spider webs, y'all. Anyway, so like I was saying, go ahead and meet me in a kneeling position. We're gonna start off with some wrist prep. So go ahead and take your hands, clasp them together, and we're just gonna start by rolling out the wrist. That's the very first thing we're doing today. Taking a deep breath in, and a deep breath out as you roll out those wrists. It really doesn't matter what direction you start in because we're going to do both directions. So if you're rolling towards the left, rolling towards the right, it really don't matter. It really don't. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and switch to the opposite direction. So if you're rolling your wrist towards the right, go ahead and switch it towards the left side. And if you're rolling your wrist towards the left, go ahead and switch it towards the right. As we take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. I don't know if you guys heard my wrist pop, but I definitely heard it pop after that. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and pull your wrist apart, shake it out, give it a good shake, deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you place your hands directly out in front of you. Go ahead and walk your hands out into a tabletop. If you need to adjust, go ahead and do so. We're gonna stack our knees under our hips and we're gonna stack our wrists under our shoulders. Now once there, go ahead and take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. We're going to continue on our wrist prep. We're just gonna start by taking a deep breath in as we rock over the wrist. So our shoulders are coming slightly over the wrist. And as we exhale, we are rocking backward, sending our hips towards our heels. We're just gonna keep that movement going. Deep breath in, rocking forward. Deep breath out, walking back. Keep this going, moving with the breath. Inhale as you rock forward over the wrist, pushing the ground away. And exhale as you rock back, sending the hips towards the heels. Let's do that about 2 more times, guys. Deep breath here. Rocking over the wrist, pushing the ground away. Exhale, rocking back. One last time here. Deep breath in, rock forward. This time I want you to hold it, extending the shoulders over the wrist. Hold it for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, send those hips back. Come to sit on your heels. And go ahead and walk your hands a little bit closer to you. We're going to flip our hands so the tops of our hands are going to be on the mat and our palms are going to be facing towards the sky. Now I do get that can be very intense, especially if you're not used to a lot of wrist exercises. I do get that. So if it's feeling too intense for you, go ahead and bend the elbows out to the side. This will decrease the intensity of the wrist exercise. If you're looking for something more intense, looking for something a bit deeper, extend and shift back. Now this will make your wrist a lot, man, I'm telling you right now, I feel it a lot. This is quite more intense, and you're just going to press your nail beds into the mats as we take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Yeah, it is intense, no lie, no lie. Let's take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift back as you peel your hands slowly off the mat. Slowly peel them, shake it out, give it a good shake. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. All right, you guys can stay in your kneeling position. I'm gonna go up, read this one comment, then I'm gonna sit back down in the kneeling position. We can continue where we left off. So you guys stay here, don't move, don't move. I'm gonna read this one comment and then we can get back into it. All right, Chase said, good morning. Hey, Grand Rising, what's up with you? What's up with you? I hope it's a great morning for you. And that is all I see. So let's get back on the mats and let's continue where we left off. Alrighty. So back into our kneeling position. Now from our kneeling position, we're gonna walk ourselves back out into tabletop. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to tuck our toes, shift back into downward dog. You're gonna take another deep breath here in downward dog. And as you exhale, you're just going to walk your feet to your hands, nice and slow here. Go ahead and shift into your forward fold. If this is too intense for you, you can go ahead and just bend the knees slightly to decrease the intensity of your forward fold. Go ahead and take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you roll your shoulders back to slowly stand. Now that we have worked out our wrists, we are now going to prepare for some sun salutations. And that is great timing because the sun just came out. So let's get ready for that. Basically, if you guys don't know what a sun salutation is, I'm going to do a quick run through of that. So before anyone does this, let me just do a quick run through so everybody knows exactly what we're doing. So this is a variation that we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking a deep breath in, and as we inhale, we're going to extend both the arms into the sky, stretch up nice and tall. You're going to take a deep breath out, and you're going to fold forward. Now, once you fold it down, you're going to take another deep breath in. You're going to place your hands on your thighs, extend the arms to come into a halfway lift. Once there, take another deep breath out and fold forward, placing the hands on the mat. Now, once your hands are on the mat, you're going to take another deep breath in, and you're going to step back to high plank. Now, readjust if need be here. Now, once in your high plank, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as you rock the shoulders over the wrist, lowering down through chaturanga all the way down to your belly, nice and slow. Once on your belly, you're going to take another deep breath in. You're going to extend the arms into your cobra or your back bend of choice. You don't have to do cobra. I just chose this. Once there, and you took your deep breath in, you're going to exhale, tuck your toes, pick up your hips, shift back, downward dog. Once here, take another deep breath in. Exhale and walk your feet to forward fold. Once in forward fold, deep breath in, halfway lift. Deep breath out, fold forward. And another deep breath in to fully stand. Exhale, hands to prayer. So that is a sun salutation. We're going to do that 2 times. So now that you guys know exactly, you know the run through, let's go ahead and do it 2 more times. Before we do that, I'm going to see what this comment says right here. And then we're going to do our sun salutations, 2 rounds of that, 2 rounds. Alrighty. You know, it says message retracted, so I actually cannot even see what you typed. So, hey, it'd be like that, but let's continue where we left off. Anyway. So like I was saying, we're going to do our sun salutations for 2 rounds. Deep breath with me, extending the hands into the sky. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale. Remember, we're rocking over the wrist, lowering down through chaturanga all the way to our belly. Inhale to go into your back bend of choice. Me, I'm going with cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, pick up the hip, shift back, downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk the feet to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fully stand. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's do that 1 more time before we continue on. Deep breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold into your plank. Go ahead and set your hands down. Step the feet back. Readjust if need be. Once here, deep breath in. Exhale, rock the shoulders over the wrist, lower down through chaturanga, nice and slow. Deep breath in as you go into your back bend of choice. This time I'm going to go with upper dog, so I'm setting my feet flat against the mat, and I'm pushing my body up and away from the mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as I tuck my toes and shift back into downward dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, walking the feet to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to fully stand, nice and slow. Exhale, hands to prayer. Alrighty, and that was our sun salutation. Let me read this one comment real quick, and then we continue where we left off. Y'all, I'm already working up a sweat, like, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm Cognito, said nice routine. Hey, thank you so much, but we are just getting started. Like, that's just the beginning. Just the beginning, y'all. So anyway, let's continue where we left off. That's just the beginning. So now that we are back in our standing position, we are back with our hands in prayer. Take another deep breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you walk the feet back into your downward dog. Go ahead and stay in your downward dog. Paddle out those legs for a couple of deep breaths here. Remember, keep the neck relaxed as you gaze at your big toes. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out, keeping those legs paddling out. Keep on walking that dog for one last breath. Inhale with me. And exhale as you find stillness. Go ahead and ground down through the heels here for another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One last deep breath here in stillness. I'm sorry, y'all. Something was crawling on my hand. I cannot. Anyway, one more deep breath here in stillness. And a deep breath out. Now with our next inhale, go ahead and bend those knees. And as you exhale, kick your right leg up, coming into your three-legged dog. Deep breath here. Exhale as you bring that right knee to tap the right elbow. Tap it here. Deep breath in. Exhale, drive that right leg back into three-legged dog. Inhale with me. Exhale, tap that right knee to your left elbow. Deep breath in. Keeping the core engaged. Exhale and release back into three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, tap your knee to your nose this time. Hold it for a deep breath in. Exhale as you take that right foot, step it in between your hands, coming into a high lunge. Now, once you're feeling secure, once you're feeling stable, with your next deep breath in, windmill those arms up. Now, if you want, you can keep your arms extended like so, or you can bring them down to prayer. We're just going to settle in our high lunge for a deep breath in. And yes, it's a spider web on me. That's why I have to take it off immediately. Anyway, deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, I want you to lower your back knee down without using your hands. Engage that balance, engage that core, and control your lower. Now once you're down into your low lunge, take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Deep breath through the nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands. You can place them on your hips for support here as you shift forward, deepening your low lunge. Take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands, place them on the mat. We're going to tuck our back toe, lift your back knee up off the mat, coming back into your high lunge. Now here's where it gets a bit tricky, even for me. We're going to shift our weight slightly forward as we slightly bring the left leg off the mat. You can keep your hands on the mat for a bit of assistance here while we work our way into our warrior three. Now, like I said, if balance is an issue, that's okay. Remember not to lock your right knee. Go ahead and keep a soft bend in that right knee. And this is going to help you with your balance as well. Now, once you're feeling secure, you can either start to extend the arms out in front of you. Or you can keep your hands on the mat. Y'all, I'm going to keep my hands on the mat, y'all. I almost fell. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. And as you exhale with control, lower the back leg back down to come back into your high lunge. Deep breath in as you windmill those arms up. I know y'all felt that in y'all legs. I feel the burn like already. I felt that. Anyway, let's take another deep breath here. Exhale as you bring your hands down to prayer. With another deep breath in, we're going to take our left elbow and we're going to connect it to our right knee, turning our gaze out towards the right side. Deep breath here in your revolved side angle. Whew. Y'all, this is intense, y'all. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and turn towards the front of your mat. Frame your right foot as you pull that knee back into your chest. Exhale, drive it back to three-legged dog. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the right knee. Open out those hips. If you want, you can even turn your gaze to under your left elbow, maybe even gazing at your right toes, if that is accessible. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift that right knee forward to take your right foot and step it outside of your right hand, lowering the left knee down to come into a lizard's lunge. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. If you're looking for more intensity here, you can always lower down onto your forearms to come into a deeper stretch. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Whew. One last breath here in whatever variation you chose. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, if you are down on your forearms, go ahead and come back up onto your hands like so. Pressing your fingertips and palms into the mat. Deep breath in as we tuck our back toe. Lift up the back knee. You're going to take that right foot and you're going to step it back to high plank. Deep breath here in your high plank. And a deep breath out as we shift forward, lowering down through chaturanga, all the way to the belly. Deep breath in your back bend of choice. I chose cobra. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, pick your hips up, shift back to downward dog. Whew. Now we're going to repeat all that on the left side. We're going to repeat that whole sequence. Deep breath in as you bend the knees. Exhale, keep that left leg up, three-legged dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Tap it here, deep breath in. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, tap the left knee to the right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Deep breath in. Exhale, left foot goes in between your hands so you can make your way into your high lunge. Once you're feeling secure, once you're feeling stable, with a deep breath in, windmill those arms up. Whew. And like I said before, optional to keep your hands extended in the air or you can bring them down to prayer. Either or, it doesn't matter. I am sweating bullets, y'all. Let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Couple more breaths to go here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale. Now as you exhale with control, lower down without using your hands. Lower down into your low lunge. I know that might be a little bit tricky at first, but I know y'all can do it. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands, set them on your hips as you shift forward, deepening the low lunge here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands, go ahead and set them on the mat for a little bit of assistance here. Go ahead and tuck your back toe, lift that back knee as we come back into our high lunge. Look, like I said before, this part is where it gets a little tricky. My left side is not as good as my right side, so I actually might fall, but you know, it's okay, y'all, it's okay. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're going to shift our weight forward into our left foot. Go ahead and shift your weight forward. Keep those hands on the mat for support if balance is an issue. Balance is an issue for me here. I'm keeping my hands on the mat for support. So anyway, once you shift it forward, go ahead and start to gradually lift that right leg up off the mat, keeping a soft bend in your left knee. Whew. Now, like I said, if balance is an issue here, keep the hands on the mat. But if you're feeling a bit more, a bit more like, hey, I got this, you can pull your hands up off the mat, either extend them out in front of you into your warrior 3. I'm keeping my hands on the mat. Like, I felt that immediately. I'm keeping my hands on the mat. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Y'all, my leg is on fire. This thing burns. 1 more breath in. And as you exhale with control, lower the back leg down. Man, when I tell y'all my leg is on fire, no joke, my leg is on fire. Let's take another deep breath here though. And a deep breath out as we windmill those arms up, coming back into our high lunge. I feel it. Like this whole left leg right here, like from my ankle up to my thigh, I'm like, the burn is real, the burn. Anyway though, go ahead and bring those hands up into prayer. We're going to connect our right elbow to the outside of our left knee as we turn towards the left side. Go ahead and settle into your revolved side angle with a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and turn so your hands are placed on the mat here. Go ahead and pull that left knee into your chest. Deep breath in. Exhale as you drive it back into your 3-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale as you bend the left knee, opening out your hips. Maybe even turn your gaze under your right arm to gaze at your left toes. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and swing the left foot forward. So you can place your left foot outside of the left hand, lowering down the right knee into your lizard's lunge. Whew. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and tuck your back toe. Lift that back knee up off the mat. You're going to pull your left knee back into your chest and then drive it back into your high plank. Readjust if need be. Once in your high plank, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and rock forward and lower down through chaturanga. Go ahead and settle on your belly here for a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and set the forearms in front of you and lift up that chest to come into your Sphinx pose. Now we're going to rest here in Sphinx pose so I can catch my breath. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Because y'all, that warrior 3 was intense. That's all I have to say. Like, when I felt my entire leg engaged, I was like, bruh, I'm finna fall. Like, I had to keep my hands on the mat. I knew it. I was like, balance is an issue on my left side. It is an issue. I gotta practice almost every day. So let's take another deep breath here in our Sphinx. And a deep breath out. One last breath here in our Sphinx pose. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, I want you to take your hands and I want you to set them by your lower ribs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you push the ground away, coming back into your tabletop. Now readjust here if need be. Let's take a deep breath here in our tabletop. And a deep breath out. Take another deep breath with me as you walk the hands out in front of you. Go ahead and walk those hands out, keeping the hips above the knees directly where they are. Go ahead and lower your chest down. Lower your chin or forehead down to the mat as you come into your puppy's pose. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out in your puppy. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One last breath here in our puppy. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and lift your forehead, lift your chin up off the mat as you walk your hands back into center. Let me knock these bugs off me because they're crawling on me, y'all. They're crawling on me. Anyway, let's take another deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to sit our hips back to our heels so we can lower down into child's pose. Now, you can either have your knees touching or you can spread your legs farther apart from each other, whatever is most comfortable for you. Me, personally, I'm going to take my legs, I'm going to place them directly next to each other, and I'm just going to lay down. I'm going to lay my forehead against the mat, and I'm going to set my arms by my side. And this is a variation of child's pose I would like to do, but if you want, you can extend your arms in front of you. You can even create a pillow with your forearms and lay your forehead on your forearms. So whatever variation of child's pose is most comfortable for you, go ahead and take that pose. We're going to take a 5-breath rest. So go ahead, settle here for 5 breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. 3 more breaths to go. Inhale. And exhale it out. Two more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. One last breath here. And a deep breath out. Go ahead and lift back up now. Nice and slow into your kneeling position here. Go ahead and rest your hands on your knees. Let me wipe this dirt off my forehead, y'all. Anyway, go ahead and rest your hands on your knees as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands, set them on the ground. As you spin the legs around to sit in an L shape, go ahead and extend those legs out in front of you. Optional to flex the feet or to keep the feet relaxed. It don't matter, y'all, it don't matter. We're just gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. All right, now you actually can flex your feet. Everybody flex your feet now. So basically you're gonna have your toes pointing towards the sky. We're gonna take a deep breath in and extend the arms to the sky as well, lengthening through the crown of our head, lengthening through your fingertips, stretching your spine up nice and tall here. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you hinge from the hips, guys. Remember, the fold is not happening up here. It's not happening in the spine. It's not happening at the waist. It's happening at the hips. We're folding from our hips, y'all. You see that? We are not rounding the spine. This is not what you want to do. That can cause injury. You just want to keep that spine nice and straight. Keep it tall. Keep it lengthening. And we're folding from the hips. You see, my spine is staying lengthened. It's staying straight. I'm elongating it. I'm not rounding it. You see, this is rounding. We're not doing that. We're keeping the spine straight. And look, you don't even have to fold too deeply. Actually, you can even just fold like this. You don't even have to fold deeply. You can just do a slight fold, like a miniature fold. You can stay just like this. But if you want to take it deeper, you can lower yourself down, maybe even reach for your toes, maybe even reach past your toes. And we're just gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take a couple more breaths here, guys. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. One last breath here. And as you exhale, you're just gonna slowly release, walking those hands back up into center, sitting up back nice and tall. Inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands, place them on the mat. Bend those knees as we lower down onto our back. Go ahead and use your elbows for assistance here to lower yourself all the way down. Go ahead and lay your head against the mat. Keep those knees up though. You can keep your feet flat against the mat, but go ahead and keep those knees up. We're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Optional to keep the eyes open or closed here. My eyes are closed, but that's only because the sun is like directly right here. When I open my eyes, I can barely see, like it's blinding me. So yeah, my eyes are closed for right now. But like I said, that is optional. We're gonna go ahead and take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're gonna go ahead and go into our counteractive pose. We've been doing a lot of back bends. We've been doing a lot of cobra, upper dogs, puppy poses, all of those things. So what we're gonna do is a good counter pose I love to do at the end of the yoga to really help counteract all those bends I was doing in my back. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be hugging our knees into our chest, coming into like a little cradle, a little ball here. Just gonna hug them in. You don't even have to hug them in tight. Just slightly hug your legs into your chest. Now once there, you're just gonna rock from side to side, giving that tailbone and your lower back a little love here. Just gonna give yourself a little massage here. And I find this ball, this little cradle pose, very helpful, especially if you're doing a lot of back bend flows, if you're doing a lot of bridges, if you're doing a lot of wheels, if you're doing, you know, upper dogs and cobras, anything that requires a lot of spinal movements, this right here is an excellent counter pose. It's gonna help bring things back into a relaxed state. So we're just gonna keep this motion going, rocking from side to side, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Go ahead, inhale with me and exhale it out. And guys, I just want you to know, you don't have to rock side to side. I just like doing that. You can actually stay in stillness. Like if you want to stay in stillness, you can just stay like this. You actually don't have to rock side to side. I just find it a bit more helpful. We're gonna stay for one last breath here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, go ahead and find stillness into your cradle. If you are rocking from left to right, just find stillness here in your cradle position. Taking another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. With our next inhale, go ahead and release your hold from around your legs. I want you to take your hands and go ahead and place them behind your knees like so. You're gonna place your legs, not legs, my fault, y'all. Place your hands behind your knees. Just get a little soft grip here. Now, once your hands are behind your knees, you're gonna pull your legs closer to you and you're gonna slightly spread them apart. Now, this is a variation of happy baby pose. This is a moderate happy baby pose. Now, if you wanna kick this up a notch, instead of placing your hands behind your knees, you can go ahead and place your hands on your ankles, or maybe even grab the outsides of your feet. If accessible, you can maybe even grab your toes. But I know that's not accessible for everyone, so that is why I first started with the option to just place your hands behind the knees. Me personally, I'm just gonna grab for the outsides of my feet, and I'm gonna hold on to them, keeping my legs spread wide as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, rocking from side to side here. Let's take one more deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we find stillness in our happy baby pose. Let's stay for one last breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and release your feet, release your ankles. If you had your hands on the backs of your knees, go ahead and release that as well. As we lower our feet down to the mat, go ahead and extend the legs down. Come into Savasana, or resting pose, or corpse pose, you know, whatever you want to call this pose. Just go ahead and meet me there as you take a deep breath in. Y'all, something sharp was poking me. Anyway, let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we sink into the mat. Just relaxing here, relaxing our muscles, relaxing our joints. Just letting the body become heavy here. Let's take one more breath here before we take some time to have some moments of silence. Go ahead and clear your mind of any thoughts or any feelings. And just become present in this moment. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we come into our moments of silence. Let's take one more breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers, start to rotate your wrists, rotate your ankles. Awaken your body up once more. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Doing any micro movements you find comfortable. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick your knees back up, walking your feet closer to you until you're able to hug your legs into your chest. Hug those arms around your legs. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and roll over all the way to one side. Roll all the way over. Go ahead and take your hand, press it against the mat or ground to lift back up into your seated position. Let's go ahead and go back into a crisscross applesauce. And let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here as we raise our arms into the sky. And exhale as you release those hands down to prayer. One more breath here with hands in prayer. And as we exhale, let's release our hands down and bring this practice to a close. Thank you guys for joining me on this yoga practice. Hopefully you feel energized. Hopefully your body feels strengthened and all those other things. My body feels sore. My legs burn. So that's how I feel right now. But that's how I know I did an excellent job. The excellent job because I feel it. I feel it in my body. So we're going to take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Alrighty. We are now finally done. Thank you guys again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And thank you guys for liking. I'm finna roll up this mat. I'm finna read the rest of these comments. And then I'm finna leave. I might go live again because I do have some orders to make. So I might go live and make a couple of those orders because they already paid. So I got to get that made and shipped out real quick. So yeah, we might be going live again so you guys can see what they ordered and what I'm finna make for them. But in the meantime, let's roll this mat up. Let me turn it around. Roll it. And then I gotta eat something because I'm hungry. I gotta go feed myself something. Drink some water, all that. Do some self-care, all that. Alrighty. And boom. Alright. Alrighty. Let me just see where I'm at real quick. I know I have to cover my eyes like this so I can see. Like, I have to go like this so I can actually see the phone. Alright. Does that say Alan Key or Alan Kai? And if it's neither of those options, you can tell me. Because sometimes I don't know how to pronounce names. Sometimes I be... Yeah. But anyway, they said in India, now the time is 10:09 p.m. Alright. Shout out to you. Shout out to India. You up late. I be asleep by 10. I be asleep by 10, y'all. Like, I don't be up too late. Unless I absolutely have to be up late. Because I really like to sleep. Like, I really be, like, in the bed. And for our next comment, I apologize because I really cannot read that, like, but I can screenshot and translate that and read it later. I sure can do that, and I sure will. But anyway, Rhino Dino said hi with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with y'all? And Mr. Lucino said so amazing. Hey, thank you, y'all. Hey, we be putting in the work today. But anyway, next time we're gonna be doing something a little bit more. We're gonna be doing a headstand flow. I know my favorite type of flows, headstands. So hey, if you guys are prepared for that, go ahead and put your notifications on, because I really don't be on a time schedule. Like, I really don't be like, we're gonna do this here at this time. I just do stuff when I do it. Like, when I'm on, or when I'm not. So yeah, just go ahead and put your post notifications on, so when I'm on, y'all will know, because next time we are doing a headstand flow. But anyway, if I do go live again today, y'all can see the order that I'm finna make and ship out. Freaking spider webs. But anyway, thank y'all again. Enjoy y'all day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you are right now. Enjoy yourself to the absolute fullest, and I will catch you guys later. Peace and love. I'm finna go eat.